Oh, like
shit. This motherfucker in.
Why did that take so long to go live?
I'm gonna put it back up. I know you want. I like to see the shit. I just want to get this going. Like you already checked the audio and shit right there. Right?
So all the stuff we've been talking about, that's been recorded?
No.
It's been recorded audio, not video.
Oh, audio.
Audio, when I came inside over here, because I didn't know it was here, so I just got that started. I figured I could easily get up and hit that.
Oh, almost done, dude. Almost done. All right. Nope, wrong one. Booyah. There you go. Let's get some folks up in this bitch.
I mean, we just...
Dog, have you seen the horror movie Countdown on Netflix?
Countdown.
No, matter of fact, no, fuck that. What's the other one called? Have you seen the one that got Ned from Spider-Man in it?
I've been talking about it.
Terror?
Yeah,
Terror.
I actually saw that a while. Like I saw that a while ago. Then I went to the drive-in recently, and I saw it at the drive-in.
Wait, what drive-in you went to?
The Milky Way one out there. What's the name?
Yeah.
It's just a parking lot with a big screen.
Oh, because I've been trying to find like a traditional drive-in.
I don't know.
I couldn't find one. That's why I was saying weird. I want to go to an actual drive-in.
I don't understand why it's the market for it. Because like even being out there, it's like, bro, why would no one get a drive-through theater and just get a line of food trucks and people? It'd always be like a grand day.
I feel like you could easily do a drive-in again now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the perfect time for it.
Yeah.
It's definitely the perfect time for it.
Like, and it's just crazy that it's not out there.
It's saying that like COVID didn't revamp that, like, because that would have been the perfect time to do that.
Oh shit, that makes 100% sense. Yeah.
I think it's just because of how hard it is to have.
Is it the licensing of the movies?
Yeah, the licensing. You got to think about.
Yeah, like you gotta have some money. Like, but it's like my thing is like I don't understand why the big name theaters don't have a drive-in.
At least one.
You need a lot of space to have multiple screens. Because you got to figure, like, in a theater indoors,
so maybe they
got one. 12, 13 screens.
But maybe they do one on the back lot.
And that's what I said, because even going to Milky Way, it immediately took me back to like real, like you said, like real drive. Because it would be like 6 screens. Like you could see a whole nother movie.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're saying, a whole nother, like that shit was a cornfield, bro. Like a dumbass field. That was just big ass screen, weak ass playground and some popcorn and soda. Big ass building, you know what I'm saying?
Weak ass playground.
But I mean, I feel like I wonder why was it a successful thing then? Like, what really is the biggest difference? I mean, unless it's just like land is just more expensive or something. Because
I think it's literally just the taste of one, they don't get as much from the movies, and like if we go to Idea the Shoes, just saying with like the food trucks, now you're not getting concessions like that.
Yeah,
well, you wouldn't need it. That's what I'm saying. Like in my mind,
from the theaters,
that's where they make their money. They need that concession.
But you would still make that because now you charge a rental space.
Yeah, you charge for a truck.
So then it depends on how much. Like, okay, so what's the financial, like the dollar amount that you be like, I ain't paying for that for a drive-in. Like, how much would you pay for a drive-in? What's the max that you would pay to entry to a drive-in?
I mean, the Milky Way one was, I think, down there 30 for a car. Like, yeah, I think it's just per car.
30 per car.
So if you 5 deep, I mean, all y'all.
So look at this way: 30 per car. Let's say we have 5 people in the car. Right, it's just basic. 5 people in the car, but we only paying 30. 5 people interest to a regular theater.
You and 100.
That's so it's like we not really making money here.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's what it was. Movie prices was able to go up. They not making as much on the movies. They can now. Most of the time they got you inside, so you got to get concessions from them. Or if they cold enough, they got a place where like you can get a meal. But either way, now we got a restaurant.
Matter of fact,
but you ain't got all that overhead. Like even with, like I said, what y'all saying about price coming in, where you ain't got a building that you got to manage. You ain't got all this staff. You don't got all these other concessions and all this food you got to keep up with.
It's literally just
depending on how big your field is, like how many cars can I get in here?
Yeah,
And
but
then
you still got all that stuff about like all the sound systems, all the.
Well, no, it's not sound. Well, yeah,
you tune into a radio station.
Yeah.
That's the old traditional. I mean, the traditional was that speaker on the car.
Yeah, so I'm saying like that.
I don't think nobody doing that. I
was thinking about the speaker, like
because you can bring your own radio. Like I would just suggest. That's what I was when I went to the Milky Way. I said I should just brought my own radio because now you just really kind of running the car with the radio on.
Right.
Yeah. But still, I just still feel like. Again, I get what you're saying, and from a consumer, that sounds 100% great. For a business, it's like, man, fam, we're not making that much money. Why would I change the model that's bringing me so much money?
And I feel like, even for like a regular person, it's actually easy. Like you're just building a big white board that can take, whatever.
Yeah, but I don't know how many people are. You got to figure how many people are sitting for like 2 or 3 movies on there, and there's probably not a ton who do that for movies now. But there's that possibility.
And take that away because even if you're not doing new movies, now you can just do random. Like I said, I went to go see just two random movies. Like now you can just.
But I do feel like the big theaters. Again, I get what you're saying on that.
I get what
but I feel like big theaters, they want the theatrical release. They want the new movies. They want the glitz and glamour. They not really like they'll have their moments where they do the nostalgia. You gotta find a niche.
I mean, the only thing I gave is that was the fact that they not year round.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Drive-ins are still in a lot of other places that is hot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we're not. I feel like even for Wisconsin, in the sense, yes, because you're gonna lose.
Well, that might also be part of the reason. Where you gotta figure, you gotta pay on that land every month.
Because you know what? Yeah. So like to keep it a bean for Halloween and for spooky movies and shit like that, drive-ins might be the better option. I think personally, because you know what I'm saying. I just feel like it fits the aesthetic, especially if you're watching a campy one and shit like that. Like it just kind of fit the aesthetic.
Right.
I would rather be in a drive, like that's one of the ones where I would I would sacrifice, or not even sacrifice the comfort of I would do that.
I mean, and like I said, the little moment I went, like I said, even though it was like a really small screen, that's why I said, like, even in that sense, all that was running in the Milky Way thing was one person standing at the drive into this parking lot saying it's $30 or you can pay for your ticket online. And when you got in, it was like, we got concessions over there. It was a nigga at a table with bags of snack chips. You understand?
Right.
Like,
no, I get what you mean. I think it's like, I really think that there's somewhere they found that you not making this because it's always money. It's the reason why you don't have something.
I mean, only thing I can think of is the movies just got more expensive.
Well, I'm sure that happened.
You know what I'm saying? Like that would be my own.
And they don't make cars like they used to. Like
also true.
Like now they make vehicles where each person is in like their own little world. So and if you're in the back seat, you're not really going to be able to see the screen like that.
I mean, I get that too.
Back then, you used to have the big
station wagon.
The big station wagon. You could back up in that bitch.
You ain't sitting on the hood of none of these new cars.
Was the driving you went to? Was there a lot of people?
It was a good amount of people. It was probably like maybe because they did a double header of movies. It was probably maybe 30 cars, bro. There, 20, 30 cars there.
Okay.
But it's a small parking lot. That's also like it was really like the movie screen, theater screen is probably the size of a football field billboard. Like
you know what's funny about that when you think about driving theaters? Because this is always the joke about like, all right, now we can really get mess around in here. You know what I'm saying? But then the telltale is like, yo, window foggy and shit. Like we know what's going on here.
You definitely telling on yourself.
We know exactly what's happening in this. We can't even see in your car right now.
Right.
All that fucking.
All that air is moving all around. What you talking about?
Right, your car.
Yeah, you doing something. You doing something, man. You know what I'm saying? If that car ain't rocking, then boy, you about to stop. Stop, dude. Like,
oh shit! Well, let's get to our intro, man. I know. I saw you holding it. We still got to kick it off the right way. We got for the 39 people in the building right now, the silent 39 people. I'm trying to figure out how.
Everybody say Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. Damn,
I need people to talk more, man.
And nobody, boy, I'm out here. Wild, Koski, bro. You know what I'm saying?
McCarty Cowboy.
Y'all ain't real.
Y'all ain't real.
One,
okay.
2.
All right. right, welcome back to the Geekset podcast, only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Android Deuces. With me, I got my man. What are we calling you?
Itachi Eastwood.
Itachi Eastwood in the building. What we calling you, Ditch?
I'm just a Friday the 13th hockey player.
You just trying to get it together.
we got Campy Ditch in the building, and then we got
Trippy Loomis.
Trippy Loomis in the building, and then Kane gonna get the sitcom intro today, y'all. He gonna get the sitcom intro. I'm naming it that now. Anytime somebody's late, when you come in late, you get the sitcom intro. So now,
I feel like you should actually make sure. Like that you do something to come in.
So we ever expanding and ever building, right? So we're going to be getting a switcher soon. But I do want to start having like a door cam. So like when somebody's late, intentionally set up a cam for the door. So that way when Didge does his edit, we can get it and Didge can do like a sitcom thing with it.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but I want you to like lean in on the sitcom sounds, but your choice. So even if it matches or not, do the we talked about it. Do the Family Matters.
Hey, that's my favorite gift to you. When somebody say something out of pocket, the Eddie, he got where he had the police uniform.
Yeah.
Where he looking around. That's
Bro,
my favorite one.
Every time they show a new clip, I feel like I didn't watch Family Matters because there's always new clips that I forgot about that happened. So the one that's circulating now is when Eddie decided to drop out of college and he wanted to be a police officer. So I can tell by y'all face, y'all don't remember it either. So in the clip, I guess he was trying to figure out I guess he was having bad grades in college and shit like that. So he go tell Carl. Carl sitting in the kitchen. He's like, "Hey, Dad, I think I know what I want to do. I've been thinking about it all day." He's like, "Good." He's like, "You got to get them grades back up." He was like, "Yeah, I've been sitting down. I've been thinking about it all day. I've been thinking about it all night, and I know what I want to do." He's like, "All right, well, let's talk about it. What you want to do?" And he's like, "I want to quit college." And then immediately Carl go like, "What the?" He's like, "Man," he went on a big speech and everything like that. Like, "Oh, so you run away and just because you got some bad grades, this is your future here." And he's like, "But you ain't listening to me." He's like, "No, you ain't listening to me." Like, this is what he's talking about. And so then he finally tell him. He finally breaking. "No, I want to quit because I've been thinking about it. I want to do something with my life. I want to do something like you. I want to be a police officer." Dun, 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 dun. Carl looking at him. I said, "What the heck?"
The fact that you made that suspenseful.
Like, what?
You got to dramatize it,
I said, clearly, I have not been watching Family Matters the right way.
I haven't watched it yet. Definitely not the right way, fam.
I haven't watched it. Because
somebody came out at me like, "That was dope. I fuck with that. That was dope." You know what I'm saying? You really set the mood there.
That shit had me in tears, dog. Like, bro, like they did a whole lot of like sound acting.
What up, Snacks?
What up, Snacks?
Happy Halloween.
Happy motherfucking Halloween, man. We in here fully festive. Like I said, I got my Android 17 cosplay on, complete with the motherfucking lime green leg warmers.
Where you find them at?
Amazon.
Okay. That makes sense.
Amazon, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I'm finding more love for classic cosplay or just like simple cosplays. Like I told Didge before you came when we was talking, I said, for us, we're like pretty much, I guess, 5 years deep into cosplaying. For you, you've done it way more, right? And so,
in a sense, I mean, being with Geekset is kind of what made me get into the terminology of cosplay.
Okay,
but I mean, Halloween always had a costume.
So for the longest, we've been like, me and Didge for sure. I can't speak for Doug, but I know that we've been overthinking costumes for the longest, right? And I think for me, the Knuckles one made me realize, like, well, you don't gotta go crazy.
Right.
You can figure it out. Like, you can do stuff like that. No, yeah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But you've been doing that. Remember, this is new for us and shit like that. Bro. And so like, even the thought process of this, I was like, I'm gonna just put something together. And then even when I was looking at it, I said, "Oh, this is a really good fit." So I was like, "Let's go there." And so like, yeah. So I realized I'm falling more in love with the simplicity of certain costumes.
I mean, and it really is. Like, I mean, especially when you think about a lot of our favorite characters in some senses, in some shows, really got plain clothes on. It has, you know what I'm saying? That you can do a plain, you know what I'm saying? Do a plain clothes cosplay or whatever with them. So I mean, I feel like, and there's a lot, like I said, with Android, it's like both of them are literally just in clothes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the little parts of those that make it. Luckily you got like dreads. Otherwise you would have had to have a bob.
Yeah. And then so everybody be posting that meme where it was like the dude he dressed in, and it was like he looked more like Android 3000 because of his bob. So yeah, man. So it's like I've been falling more in love with that, but like. I wanted to talk costumes. I know we talked a little bit about Halloween shit for the last episode, but I was like, man, we've been seeing. I think off of our conversation for the Halloween episode. Make sure you go to the YouTube page and go to Geekset Podcast. Check out the Geekset Spooktacular.
Yeah. I went full corny with you. Halloween Spooktacular.
Well, this content
like corny.
This content is for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But when we talk about Nemesis and you were saying like, oh, I didn't really see that much Nemesis. We haven't seen that, right?
Yeah.
And so I started thinking, I was like, what was some of the best costumes and cosplays that we have seen and everything? Because I was like, there's a couple that come to mind for me.
Adding cosplays to the mix kind of.
So you want to stick the costume?
It's like Halloween. It's really tough, right? Because those cosplayers obviously go all out.
I mean, cause I guess even since if you're saying what you've seen in person versus what you've you can see a whole bunch of cosplays for Halloween right now on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like it would really just be like being out.
What you've seen in person.
So you know what? Quiet as kept. There's two people, and they're adult stars. However, they've been killing the cosplays this month. So a lot of they're blurs and stuff like that, and a lot of blurs that do OnlyFans content. They always do. They also still do regular traditional cosplays and stuff like that. So there's one Caramello. She been killing it this year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's been killing it this year. And Wreck-It Ronnie, bro. Wreck-It Ronnie. Bro, or Bunny Black. I forgot. I don't think she does Wreck-It Ronnie anymore. But Bunny Black.
Oh yeah.
Both of them have been killing the cosplay. But also, I always butcher her name. What's it? Yuzuki. You know what I'm talking about? The Yuzuki Diaz. Hold on.
Oh, I know you're talking about this. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, she been killing the cosplay this Halloween as well. And I'm just like, so I'm trying to think, but like the best cosplay I saw somebody do a Boo, but it was like Majin. It was
Super Boo?
Super Boo.
Was it the dude he did Super Boo? I think was it
Vegeta? Yeah.
I saw
I know you talking about.
Super Boo looked like mad realistic.
Yeah,
fucking realistic.
I
And
know
I was
what
like,
you're talking about.
Super Boo. That was probably one of my favorite costumes that I've seen.
I'm trying to think that I've seen on the streets. That I've seen on the streets during Halloween. I really feel like Halloween is always hard for me because it always depends. I actually look for like setups. You know what I'm saying? So it gotta be like a group of, you know what I'm saying? Whether you're doing a group of people or you doing like by yourself is kind of like, it's really hard for me to really notice you because I be wanting to see a group of people. So like, I mean, so for me, like my favorite Halloween costumes always is like, especially for Halloween, is just how big a group of people to get together. Like with like when they do like all the Mario, like everybody from Mario.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So but you love group, like group costume in general. Cosplay costume, you love to see a good group.
Yeah.
I saw fan who did the Prince Vegeta, but it was the Prince. Like so, it was
I saw that. Yeah.
That
one was hilarious.
That one was fire.
Damn that! You know what? I do like the puns, right? They're like the puns. Like I saw somebody do None of Your Business, and it was a nun, but she had like a suit, like it was a nun, but then she also had the briefcase, tie on.
That's funny.
Like I like a good pun. What about you, Trip? Have you seen what's your favorite costume that you've seen?
Yeah, I've been seeing nothing but that's what you.
Also, Trip. Make sure if you're not following Trip, make sure you follow his Instagram. And his Twitter, but Trip killed it this year.
Oh yeah, and like I said, Halloween costume, like Trip's my favorite one actually right now. You know what I'm saying? Like and the fact that he bust that shit out, he just put that shit out on the internet like, what up, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying?
The first post I saw was he was like, people keep on staring at me. Do y'all think I got something on my face? And then he was like, I don't think that's the first one I saw. Then he said, I don't think people taking me serious today.
And that's because I scrolled and I back up with that gun.
So yeah, make sure you Hollywood Trip. remove the vowels.
Yeah.
Remove the vowels, Hollywood Trip, and make sure you check out his post.
And one of my other guys, like I said, my guy Big Ant years ago, and I still love his costume because he's just that fucking big. And I wish, you know what I'm saying, but he had this perfect chef.
Yeah.
But it was like he's like a football big. So I was like, I never got like that was when that was one of those group costumes. I was mad because like nobody else really didn't want to do costumes. Like me and bro did one, and my little brother. I think that's when me and my little brother was Mario and Luigi. So he was chef, but it was like, bro, we could have just been South Park because you clearly nigga all that. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been perfect.
You did chef before, right?
In college, yeah.
Like chef is always
it was such an easy good cosplay to do.
Yeah, chef is always like an easy one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my thing is like I like really, really like I feel like you don't really catch them unless you really go into like a really good Halloween party though. Like really, really drawing out costumes or whatever. Cause it's really like you really trying to party on Halloween night. Like
that's the troubling part where it's like unless you're going to specifically a costume party, sometimes you be like, this still got to be functional because you say you're really trying to party.
What Quiet as Kept, that one that we went to, that was the first one. That was my first actual like Halloween like club kicking it party.
Allure?
Yeah, that was like my first like Halloween club kicking it party. For the most part,
you know what?
I did family shit.
And it was like I said, I actually enjoy what is her name? I cannot think of her name now. Fellow Scorpio as well. But when we left the thing, because she was dressed up as what's the name from Goof Troop, the girl. That did the copyright with us. I can't think of her name.
I can't think of her name right now. Either.
But like I said, like that was a really good costume. That's what I said. Like for me, Halloween is really weird. I feel like I don't see a lot of actual horror. Like if you do, I feel like niggas don't take horror seriously, and women just not even saying it's a wrong thing, but just be too sexy with it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a nigga throwing a Chucky costume, and he really just throwing that weak ass Walmart Chucky costume.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Low-key, I definitely did that like 2 years ago. I just went out and bought.
I didn't know both was like.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I want to see. Like I said, Snack's going to a supposed to be a top notch as Halloween party, whatever today. I'm salty.
No, Snacks be outside.
I had to come out.
Outside.
Snacks be outside. I did not know Snacks be
appreciate
outside as much as she be outside. Snacks be outside.
But it's like, but no, that's what I was saying. I just think the costumes, like I said, it's hard because it's functional. Like people, you know, it's not like being in costume where you know you really finna get stopped to take pictures and be in the thing. Mm-hmm. Halloween costume is just like, nigga, we finna go party. You know what I'm saying?
When I got to college is when I realized, I was like, oh, this, because obviously, you know, high school, you're not really going to get trick-or-treating and stuff, but people are throwing Halloween parties.
Yeah.
So you going for those, but college when it was like, oh no, we're going to the bar or we're going to a frat house, we're doing all of this stuff.
Yeah, but do you feel like that changed now? Because even Snack said earlier, she said she was seeing a lot of teenagers, and that's the thing. I do be seeing a lot more, even with groups like teenagers or like young adults. You know what I'm saying? Like in that early 20 range, like that.
I
feel like that.
No, you were still wearing costume. I'm saying at that point, to what Cardi is saying, it had to be doing function now.
Yeah.
You know, whereas when you were in high school and stuff.
But no. So what I'm saying is the non-functional, because like I'm also seeing like you're seeing people like, oh, I'm a cereal box, or like there's stuff that's like that is definitely not functional. Like people are getting way creative now.
When you get into that, like when you get into
people
that
are
realm,
getting crazy creative now.
Like when you get to that realm. Cause then it's like, like when people start, like you said, making the more puns, making yourself really like, boy, you really can't move.
Yeah, but I guarantee they got a friend with them who was like, all right, you my designated drink person for the night.
Yeah. Cause I mean, that would be just
that's how much you can tell I don't party like this. Cause I wouldn't even thought about that.
Cause you know what? When I was telling you earlier, my guy who was the State Park Marshmallow Man, he couldn't have hands in that. So guess what I was? I was a good friend. I got you, bro. Here you go.
Wait, what you about to say, True?
I was gonna say when we went out on Saturday, it was like functional costumes. Like everybody was dressed up, but it was definitely people in there like doing functional costumes because you know you got to maneuver around the bar. It gets tight, especially
they do. That's what I'm saying.
Like we was at Nomads pretty much most of the almost damn near all the night.
It was at Nomads the whole
entire
night.
night.
But y'all missed the mayhem.
we got out of there right on time.
So
apparently the young boys was out there.
Oh, yeah, I saw
It's
that.
crazy. It's like
Standing on top of fire.
I saw remnants of it happening while we were down there, but like we were leaving, and I'm like, okay, no, it's time to leave.
Yeah.
You can tell what's about to happen. I'm too old for that.
Dog, I definitely we picked the right time. I saw that shit the next morning. Was like, ooh, had a good night. Got out before any of the bullshit.
Like, yeah, because there was some real bullshit going on. I saw on the video.
So outside of like haunted houses and like clubbing, have y'all done any of the other traditional like Halloween shit? Like, have y'all ever did like Ouija? Have y'all ever did Bloody Mary?
You call that traditional? Why are you calling it traditional?
We are niggas.
No, I wasn't only limited to that. I'm just saying.
Yo, first example was crazy. I have done Bloody Mary.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like
I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sometimes people.
Have you never done Bloody Mary?
I've never done
not
You talking about in the mirror?
against my will. I have. I didn't do it purpose.
Right.
You gotta remember, we have older cousins who are assholes. So
That is true.
I definitely had older cousins throw us in the bathroom with D.O. Bloody Murray. Turn the lights on.
You also older cousins gotta do that and then beat your ass and you think it was Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
They did look at ass.
But no, like I said, I mean, because like, you know, you ain't able to sit around and tell ghost stories and shit like that. Like,
Ghost stories,
I
yeah.
told ghost stories. Like I said, I've done Bloody Mary. Ouija's crazy.
Ouija's wild.
I would never do Ouija.
That was a wild thing to lead with.
Was it that you who told us about the Ouija? But it's really, but they
Oh no, that was me. I
They got-
got a picture of
they
it.
got a church
Jesus
Ouija.
Jesus Ouija.
A Jesus Ouija.
That's crazy.
Jesus Ouija board. Hold on, let me show
That's
you.
crazy.
What's the Jesus Ouija board?
Exactly what you is. Apparently it's a Ouija board, but you're not talking to the devil. You're talking to Jesus.
I mean,
How
the
do you
Ouija
know?
board is because you're talking to spirits, nigga.
Well,
Like,
you
they
talking
call it
to,
the Holy Spirit board.
yeah, you talking to Jesus.
But it's the same thing, like you moving a hand,
There's a cross though. Like
you moving the cross around.
For some reason, that's way more creepier.
Bro, that is bananas.
That's wild.
Like, so,
That's wild.
if somebody pulled that out, it was like, bro, we could have
Pause.
played because I got to go. I have to get out of here. I have to get out of
Bring
here.
out the Jesus Ouija. You ain't doing Jesus Ouija.
is crazy.
Nasty.
Who you looking for?
you only can talk
Abraham? Who you trying to talk
You can only talk to you can communicate directly with Jesus.
to? Who? That's only.
That's on the box.
How much it cost?
$30.
It's $30. It's $30 for a phone call for a direct line with Jesus. A direct. You think Jesus? You think Jesus is up there like, cuz $30? Like, you know how to nigga, $30
Is everything all right? You need some money?
you struggling. You selling direct call for $30. You struggling, bro. Like women getting 40 out here. You know what I'm saying? For contact. You know what I'm saying? Women getting contact for 40. You know what I'm saying? And you
It's an unlimited though. It's an unlimited supply
no,
of direct
because at some
line
point that motherfucker gonna
contact.
stop moving. Like, cuz leave me alone.
I got other people to answer.
Like,
Nigga. You
that
ain't my
was a
only
bananas,
$30
I've
this
never knew that
month.
was a real thing.
I didn't even know that, bro.
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter one day. Somebody was like, I know they're not selling Jesus Ouija boards. And I didn't believe them, so I had to Google it.
That is
And it's selling, it
crazy.
said Amazon is selling it.
So, like, all right. So now I'm playing devil's advocate because yes, we are black, and it's like, why you know, yeah, we ain't gonna do Ouija. But niggas was really just talking about going to an insane asylum, and I just feel like, why? Like, what's the difference?
Because you thought it was
Ouija.
haunted? Because you know it ain't haunted. It's actors.
But the Ouija ain't real.
It is, bro. Don't do that.
I don't believe in the Ouija board.
My thing is, what I don't ever.
I mean, I ain't gonna do it.
But I think it's more funny that the Ouija board is like a. Well, ain't that the name of them Parker Brothers? Ain't that the name of the company?
I think the Parker brothers do the Ouija board.
I think that's more crazy to me that it's like an actual brand. It's like, yeah, we do Ouija boards too. You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't know that.
Crazy.
Like, but
It sure is.
like it's like
Let's go get this shit at Target.
yes,
Yeah,
That's why I'm
they
like,
definitely
Ouija
sell
board ain't
Ouija
real.
boards at Target.
But we do put a lot of like, nah, man, black people don't do that. But I'm like, but also we watch scary movies. We're like, black people won't do that. But on Halloween, all right, let's go to the haunted house. So let's go to a haunted asylum. Let's go to the haunted hospital. It's like we do.
I mean, but
what's the difference?
because we also superstitious.
Yeah, very superstitious, and all that goes out the window on Halloween. It's
That's
crazy
what I'm
because
saying.
people
Like, that's
become
what I'm saying.
even
Like,
more
bro, like, because I'm like,
superstitious.
that's what it was. Because that's what I'm saying when I started driving. It was Ouija and Tarot. That was the 2 movies. It was
Yeah.
Ouija. So that's why that's what made it funnier to me. Because that was the first time I realized, like, it's a mass produced thing. Like, yeah, like, this is a weird, like, this is real. Like, but it's like, bro, it's all fun and games till you like argue with niggas like stop moving it. And niggas like I ain't moving it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So what if you like again going back to the haunted asylum?
They claim that
Let's say you walk
are
back.
subconsciously still moving it. They put like
Mm.
your
who?
subconsciously.
If it's 3 people before he's on it.
When you all put your hands subconsciously, they this is what they claim. I don't know. Obviously, I'm never gonna know each word, so I can never tell you.
You never gonna try.
But they claim that subconscious something about the way that it's set subconsciously. I think it causes you to slowly always moving
To where you wanted to go though?
No, but so your brain can make patterns out of almost anything.
Yeah.
Right.
So what happens is as it's moving, your brain is putting something together, and once one nigga say it, most of the time everybody else, yeah, I see that too.
So you know, because in the movies they then go through the whole word. You think niggas be getting to like.
I've also never seen a nigga do it in real life. So
Y'all know that I need. That's what I'm saying. Do the chat, like the chat. Everybody in there, as you know, anybody who did a Ouija, like I need to know if somebody did it.
Hey, definitely need to know if somebody.
I feel like it's not. I'm surprised it's not on TikTok. You figure people be doing TikTok Ouija?
Hey, people do Ouijas on TikTok.
I bet
People do
IJA.
Yeah.
People do Ouijas on TikTok. You can't trust everything on TikTok.
You keep it screwed. That's not your for you. Nigga say no, the fuck is not. But no.
But what? Let's go back. What's the other superstitious stuff that you said? So I know you gave the same stuff. Let's go to
all right. So quick question. All right. So let's say at the end of a haunted house, right? Let's say we do.
Bo said he ain't did no Ouija.
A haunted.
He said you too black for that shit.
Right?
Haunted morgue. Okay.
Haunted morgue.
Okay.
And at the end of the haunted
Max ain't never
morgue,
did that shit.
at the end of the haunted morgue, you do have to lay in a coffin. Don't have to close it. Would you do it?
No, why would I gotta lay in a coffin?
It's part of the experience.
They ain't gonna close it.
They will close it, but they ain't gonna like it.
You know what? I wouldn't care. It's a coffin. It's people around me. That don't mean I'm gonna go to hell or die.
But that's another another black superstition is like, yo, we don't play with coffins. We don't play with. I'm not gonna mess with your crutches.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do
crutches
stuff
and
like that.
wheelchair.
Bro, we don't play with coffins as any kind of statement. It's crazy to me because where they laying around if the niggas playing with them. Like,
I'm just saying, but people say it.
No,
People
I've
say
heard
it.
somebody say we don't mess with coffins, but I've had that same question every
Yeah.
time.
So my thing is the same thing again. We
Like,
know what is Ouija board the top echelons of like, nah, black people don't do that shit in
No,
horror.
like Ouija boards, and I ain't gonna hold you. Niggas who always say that black people ain't gonna ever run towards something, they lying. I've seen niggas run towards stuff. So
I'm just saying.
I watch niggas run towards stuff they shouldn't.
I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of shit that we throw out the window.
I mean,
but Ouija board is like universally like, hell no.
I mean, I feel like it's also dependent. Well, the Ouija thing, I think, is really just because it's always been portrayed in the bad light. Like even when, like I said, like there ain't even. I don't even know what the marketing plan was for the Ouija. Who went to Parker Brothers and like
Ouija board.
Like who went to Parker Brothers like I got this board that can talk to ghosts.
I feel like it's just the movies. You see the movies in it, and what's crazy is there's not one movie that points the Ouija board in a good light. Yet everybody's enticed by it in the movie. Like, oh, I want to do it because every Ouija board in every movie in every show.
But the Ouija board came from somewhere else though. Like the Ouija board was created. Someone went to Parker Brothers. They was like, we gonna market this and sell it to everybody in the world. Like
Right.
that's what made me feel like there's something wrong with it.
If they probably partnered with a movie. It probably partnered with a movie. Probably like let's say.
Apparently they've been using talking boards since the 1800s.
Shit.
I mean, I would put it past somebody. What's his name? And somebody from Game of Thrones had a talking board. What I'm thinking of. You see him?
Talking to the
the lady in red definitely had a talking board. She was setting shit up. Like she definitely had a talking board.
It was regarded as an innocent parlor game, unrelated to the occult, until American spiritualist Pearl Curran popularized its use as a divining tool during World War I.
Mm-hmm.
So
damn.
So some random dude said like. He said I can talk to ghosts with it. So niggas like
she said she was talking to ghosts.
That was a big ass scam. That's what that was. Somebody had a Ouija board.
That's the first Cleo.
Somebody had a Ouija board and was like, "Who do you want to talk to?" All right, put your hand on here. What do you mean?
This dude sound like this dude.
Put your hand in there.
This might be on to something. He might be on to something here.
Like, I'm just saying, like I said, black people, I get it. Like I said, I'm not going to do the Ouija board, but I'm just like, why do we? Like I said, all of our superstitions go out the window except for Ouija boards.
I feel like all of them don't.
Yeah, all of them don't. Like, keep going.
My thing is like, you tell me
people act like you see so many people like, oh, what are you? I'm a crash victim, walking around the crutches, walking around and stuff like that. We don't play about that in the black community.
What about they crutches?
Yeah, if
some too much people have crutches on the couch.
I see it.
Have you ever walked through crutches? Have you ever walked through crutches?
As a crash victim.
Yeah, crash victim or they.
Well, have you ever walked through crutches? That shit is uncomfortable.
It is.
I know it is, but I'm just saying, like, we've all had family members at one point in time who was in crutches or in wheelchairs, and we don't play with them motherfuckers because that's always a black kid.
I used to be on that motherfucking crutch crazy.
Like, my aunts would be like,
I got in trouble, but I was bold on it. I was bold on it with that motherfucking nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
Shit.
I'm trying to hear what you saying. Like, what do you mean? Like, them was laying around. You know, hey, I was playing with it. You know what
I've definitely seen people use the wheelchair. I'm Professor X and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I've
been in a wheelchair. You ain't been in no wheelchair.
So people are going on there normally anyways, but I wish I kept the article. I saw an article where they were saying more people was going to view Lake Lanier.
Now that's crazy.
Black people, we all said on there, no, but for Halloween, niggas like, oh, I gotta go see Lake Lanier because it's haunted.
But also, niggas just be at Lake Lanier anyway.
But if there's something,
niggas say, no, you shouldn't be at Lake Lanier. You be seeing TikTok later that month.
Let's not act like all the shit that's haunted during Halloween, people are going there. We know that.
Because people wanna experience shit.
I will give you that. People do like over Halloween, like I think especially if it's LA, they have like the movies in the cemetery, right?
Yeah. But if I sat on Water Street with a Ouija board and it was like, hey, let's do some Ouija, niggas are gonna be like, this nigga crazy. Niggas like, what?
Somebody gonna sit down with you.
Somebody. But it's not it ain't gonna be university love.
I mean, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
Cemetery stuff is university
love.
I see so many, but
I mean, you have to have a love still for all of this kind of thing anyway, or even an interest. In the death or evil, you know, whatever. You still gonna pick and choose what you gonna mess with, but you know about it all.
But I'm saying Ouija,
you're gonna get somebody who calls himself a witch, and they gonna be like, "Fam, let's go."
Yeah,
crack it open.
But again, there's more. We see more black people doing more shit. There's more black people that's gonna say no to the Ouija and yes to all the other.
I feel like it's more niggas that will do Ouija than they would say Candyman in the mirror.
I ain't do that.
Damn near.
That's my statement. There's more niggas who didn't put their hands on the Ouija board than say Candyman.
You think so?
And Candyman ain't shit but a movie. It ain't been nothing else, nigga. It ain't been nothing
you
else.
You think so, for real?
Absolutely.
Hey, that's it.
What other?
Let's make that a poll.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I really believe that.
What other black staple from like our childhood could be a horror movie?
Oh, I was say just Get Out generally, but
Boo Boo the Fool.
I'm surprised. So I'm surprised Boo Boo the Fool has not been conceptualized yet.
Oh, you talking about as far as the part, like as the
as something.
A horror.
It could be a horror monster. It could be something comedy. Like Boo Boo the Fool has not been conceptualized.
Do I look like Boo Boo the Fool?
I haven't seen that.
I can see that. I can see
that. You can definitely make that into horror.
Shit, Starving Marvin even made it to fucking South Park.
Did it?
Yeah, the little Ethiopian kid. His name is Marvin.
It was fucked up.
It's fucked up, but he there.
Starving Marvin.
It's fucked up, but he there. But yeah, we like I said, oh man, Boo Boo the Fool. Yeah. Damn, I'm trying to think. Because we got a lot of shit in black culture that could be turned into something.
Yeah.
I mean,
white people be so confused. Sometimes they gotta be a little confused.
Shit, dog. But I mean, even in the same sense, though, it's like because as black people, we actually have voodoo.
Yeah.
So we have something that we already
Like, which is why I know that you'll get more people than you think sitting down with you at Ouija.
That's what I'm saying.
You gonna run across a voodoo nigga who gonna be like,
wait, also
pushing that motherfucker off. You going, hold on, this is me.
Wait, I want to go back on something real quick. What if Boo Boo the Fool looks like regular? Like he's just a regular person.
That's what the movie is.
Because people are like, because the statement is what I look like, Boo Boo the Fool, and then but it's like we think like Boo Boo the Fool is like this goofy looking somebody crazy. But what if Boo Boo the Fool is just some regular dude? Like wait, what's wrong with looking like me?
I mean, Boo Boo the Fool.
Like what do you envision with Boo Boo the Fool?
I mean, Boo Boo the Fool to me would have to be a comedy. Only
I
because
feel like you can make it a horror because you gotta make it.
Well,
I mean, it could be two ways.
Yeah,
but even without horror comedy, pretty much was put together. Because even in my mind, the sequel would be the horror. Like the sequel would be like, cause Boo Boo the Fool just got to be a nigga that was really an idiot. You know what I'm saying? But he always knew that people was talking about him, but he was just really sick of that shit, dog. Like, can you imagine?
Like,
where you hear niggas, look like Boo Boo the Fool, and you see the camera pan past him, he looking back like
he Dewey and was it Dewey and Scream? What's that name? Dewey,
yeah. Detective like Dewey, yeah. It's just like that. Where it's like they just call this like this. They just say that, bro. Just like everything that's like a stupid thing, whatever they just refer to dude. Then, like I said, like dude just gets fed up with that shit because it turns into like a blame, like somebody get murdered or some shit. And they like blame Boo Boo, they kill dude. That's how he come back as hard. But he really Boo Boo the Fool.
Boo Boo the Fool. What about you? So did you say comedy?
No, I think it should be horror. I think it should be straight horror because I feel like you can do the. Do I look like you start messing with somebody like everybody start to look different. He's like he sort of go crazy.
I can see that because I was about to give it this. I was about to give it the Candyman effect. Like you gotta say Boo Boo the Fool 3 times in the mirror, and then, but it turned because who do I look like? Who do I look like? But that's the mental fuck up because now you start seeing Boo Boo the Fool. You're like, who the fuck is that?
So you know what the movie ain't gonna be called Boo Boo the Fool. It's gonna be called Who Do I Look Like?
Yeah.
The movie gonna be called Who Do I Look Like?
But yeah, I'm gonna say it'd be like the movie Smile. Like I said, that's what we'll see. Yeah, you look too. Did you see Smile too? Yeah,
I've been trying to see Smile too.
You said what?
I've been trying to see anybody to go with. So
yeah, that's what I said. I ain't seen it yet. Like I only saw Venom. So
I mean, but again, to Dish's point, it could be comedy still too. Like it could be. It could be just a straight regular comedy.
Yeah, it could be really about somebody. Like, it could be like a what they call like the success story of somebody, a failure that turns great. You know what I'm saying? Because then they would call it.
I don't think I want to see Boo Boo the Fool be successful. I don't want a Rudy story.
But I mean, because it would be that though.
I don't want that.
Like it'd be like somebody nicknamed Boo Boo, like your nickname Boo Boo or whatever.
That's a rough nickname.
My daughter, I used to call you Mighty Boo Boo.
For real?
Yeah, Imani, that's what Imani's nickname. Imani's nickname still is.
Like what character?
Like Boo Boo, like
what character is a bumbling idiot and stays that, but we still just watch it, and it's like we don't feel sad for him, but we just like
Homer,
Waldo.
Yeah,
Waldo.
Yeah.
Now that nigga really took the cake. Other than
so you think so it would have to be a side character then.
I say he wasn't made enough character for you to feel bad for him.
I know I did feel bad for Gerardo.
You feel bad for Waldo?
Boy, that nigga had the stupidest.
He did.
He had the real but I feel like the real king of those still really is Junior though.
Oh, for my wife and kid.
Junior's an idiot. Like they wrote him to be a complete idiot.
You think he's the dumbest?
I think he's the dumbest.
Over Cole and over
Junior.
Over Waldo?
Yes, absolutely.
That's interesting.
And I know it's more idiot sidekicks, but Junior is bananas, fam.
Junior like
so
he takes the cake.
I got that on my list to rewatch. What was you gonna say?
Yeah, Junior takes the cake. I was trying to think of the for some reason the brother from Family Guy. His name is
Chris,
yeah.
Chris is pretty dumb.
Chris would beat everybody ass though.
That would make you less dumb.
Right. He just got dumb nigga strength. Like
Chris Junior ain't did nothing to show this nigga was smart in all the seasons.
I think it was an episode where he was like super smart.
They do that, but
that's everybody. Remember Homer stuck the crown too far up his nose, and then that nigga was hella smart.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like even Homer, like Homer still holds down the family, so he ain't that stupid.
And
no man, Homer be doing some dumb
bro,
stuff.
Homer called man, a nuclear plant meltdown is like lightning in a bottle. It doesn't happen that often. In Homer's lifetime, that nigga done caused at least
still smarter than Peter.
At least 10 minimum.
Bro, be sleeping on the job.
Averted it.
He lazy. That mean you stupid.
Here's the thing.
He lazy.
They was like, hey, how'd you do it? He was like, oh,
That's smart. Like, can you imagine being so dumb if you find something dumber than you? Like, Homer thought that bird was the dumbest thing in the world. Like, I'm gonna make you do my work. I'm about to make you do my work.
Because you gotta remember the whole start of it. The whole start of it. He was enticed by it, dipping it into his water.
Yeah,
that was it. He was like, oh shit. Then he was like, oh shit, keyboard. What?
remember when Frank Grimes figured out how well Homer was doing and went crazy?
Frank Grimes was a hater.
Frank Grimes,
and he legit went mad off of his hate.
Frank Grimes was insane. Bro said, you in the 2-story house with that lobster?
That lobster?
He was sick.
Hey, because low key, how much money did Homer make for Marge to not have to work and they have
good money,
fam. Take care of 3 kids?
They got 2 cars.
He went from
Mars
Power
on work.
Yeah.
Mars on work.
Right.
And Bart be tearing some shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Bart be fucking shit up.
They be doing all types of stuff.
They went out the country. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I have not yet heard Homer have said, okay, I gotta wait till next paycheck. And then I got this. Homer has not said that about anything. They go on adventures every day. And they gotta wait for next paycheck. You know what? There's really no cartoon that does that. We have not, matter of fact, no show. They don't be doing that on shows. They don't show the level of realism of.
Family Guy did remember Peter was on some dire straits, remember? They had plenty of times where Peter was when Lois had to get a job.
Yeah, they did do that.
You're right.
Because Marge, I think they did one where Marge just wanted to get a job.
She wanted a job. Marge was trying to figure out how to make life fancy again. Like
right.
Well, so really,
but that's because Peter always did. Because nigga. Even Peter Budge, I don't know how we ended this place. But even Peter Budge,
Peter's
the nigga was buying helicopters and all kind of shit.
Peter's is more ridiculous because I don't even think he works at the beer plant no more. The beer place no more. I think Peter. Hey, there you go. We got King. We got King. Wait, is it King?
King Bowser.
King Bowser. Bowser King.
But King Bowser is already King Koopa. He's already King Koopa. So we've been parodying everybody's name, but we can't parody King with another King.
King Bowser.
King Bowser.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
King 2 times. Nigga.
So we trying to figure out how Peter can afford.
Yeah,
we not working.
We got completely. I don't know how we got off of Halloween.
Y'all got on all kind of economics and shit. How Homer get Marge out of the slums, and
but
how
like, Peter's is more mind-boggling because I don't like that.
No, Peter ain't because Lois rich.
Lois family come from money.
Yeah, Lois. Remember,
Oh yeah, I
family
forgot about
is
that.
the rich dude. He
Yeah, Carter Petersmith.
Yeah.
Hi, King Bowser.
Hi, King Bowser.
Hi, King
Hi,
Bowser.
King Bowser.
We got too far from Hollywood. Let's get back to Hollywood.
I want to get back even to like from what we were talking about from when we did our videos. I want to talk more about some deaths and movies and all that kind of shit, fam.
All right, let's go.
Like, I want to get, like I said, we only gave that top 3, but I'm like in horror movies in general, bro, it's really been some really crazy ass.
That's why I wanted to ask. Matter of fact, did y'all see Countdown? Have y'all seen that movie?
I have. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Wait, I just got here, so I gotta say this. This nigga Bacardi is the most cowboy I've ever fucking seen. I don't know if y'all talked about these, but these boots.
The boots ain't got shown, boy. The boots ain't got shown. I didn't even pay attention to the boots. You look at it, got the Spurs. You know what I'm saying?
You got the hateration.
I was trying to get the Spurs.
You snapped.
You
snapped.
I was trying to get the
You need
Spurs.
some Spurs, nigga. You need some Spurs and a pistol belt.
That's what I'm saying. I need a pistol so I can hold my what's we going to say? My blue line.
Yeah, that'd be cold.
Yeah. I got my
My bad.
I got my Eastwood. Got my Eastwood cigar.
It It's because basically the plot of it is like the whole point. Like people downloaded an app that tell you when you're gonna die.
I've seen it. I did see that.
It's an old movie, right?
It's like 2017.
Okay.
Like, but no, I watch random shit on Netflix all the time.
Right.
And I was like, no, this is a crazy concept. That's literally, I was like, this is a wild concept. Like, niggas downloaded an app, and hers was like, hey, you finna die in like 3 days.
Right, because it was like everybody had a different. I do remember that. I didn't actually watch anything. I don't think so in October real hard.
Really?
I've been that busy just doing shit.
I watch random shit on Netflix right before I go to sleep every night.
I didn't watch any horror shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You said you
I
watched
just got
it?
done watching it.
You said what?
I just got done watching it.
Hey,
I mean, you be at a shop all day, so that makes sense.
Yeah. It's not fair. I mean, it's fair, but it's not fair. Because you got to think, I still got kids that be trying to come in there and people that don't like horror.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is
to watch horror,
a whole horror movie in a barbershop?
Yeah, different clients and shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I'm like, I feel like I didn't watch. I feel like I was trying to. I mean, I've been watching From, so I guess that would be my horror.
Oh, yeah, you just have
From. That makes sense.
I did try to start watching that. The black dude.
I heard
mixed things about it.
Evil?
No, with Mr. Smiley.
Oh,
Mr. Smiley. Yeah, Mr. Crockett.
Mr. Crockett, right?
Yeah,
Mr. Crockett is, if they would have made a Richard Pryor horror film
Hilarious.
back in the 70s or 80s, where he's like Barney, because that's all it is. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's all it is.
but it's dope though.
You think it's
Don't get me
dope?
wrong.
So I've been hearing mixed.
The reason why I think it's dope is because he didn't kill everybody.
No, yeah, he was selective.
It was like it was.
Oh, so you
almost-
watched it?
Yeah, I watched it. I ain't like,
it's
but
almost
I
like
feel,
Wishmaster.
Yeah, in the sense of like-
you make something happen up, or you say something that you know what I'm saying. Oh, I don't want you no more, and you gone, bro.
I mean, that's what made it was really because in truth, and I think that's really because I didn't, and that's why I said maybe I gotta watch it more because I didn't finish it,
Okay.
but I was watching it. Like I watched at least half the movie. You
Yeah.
see? But I feel like I didn't understand where he even really came from because to me it's a tape.
Yeah,
It's the
but
tape.
It's just
You
like,
see?
but to me, it's in the same world as The Ring, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So
It's like a black version
You
of the Ring.
take, you take this whatever entity and maybe because like I thought it was going to be kind of like what was that, the Nicolas Cage movie where they got the animatronics and they're haunted, the souls or the spirits was in the machines or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like the Five Nights at Freddy's spin-off thing, whatever. But to be fair, I think it's just like The Ring where you have a spirit in the video or in the program, and that's what's getting you. You know what I'm saying? Because bro was just popping up.
But he wanted the kids though too. So he was really a kid kidnapper.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's Freddy Krueger.
I mean, he was definitely a kid. He was killing the parents. I'm like, I need these kids.
I gotta have these kids,
They
man.
told me that. They told me you don't like them. But I liked it. So I did like that because his. I think in his because it was a children's show. So in like his defense of killing parents is because they all had like a rough. Like that's what said it was crazy because it was really just over the top in some sense because it was like
he had
the
a rough upbringing.
yeah.
Looking out for
the kids.
For all the kids, but he really taking them. So it was like the show you. That's why I said it wasn't a show. It was like a tape you found.
Yeah.
And the tape had kids like you was watching the show, but it was the kids he was taking. In the show. You said?
Yeah, like I just heard it.
Yeah, I just heard a lot of.
I think what blew me was the first death. I felt like the first death was too much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was a
That's where I was like, oh, y'all gonna be corny.
It's
Like I was like,
aggressive.
yeah, like this gonna be corny.
Yeah.
You know?
Does the in a horror movie, how much does the death scenes play if you're gonna like it or not? Like if they, let's say it's a horror movie, good storyline, but the death scenes are.
I'm not a fan of gory.
You're not a fan of gory? See, gory gotta be sophisticated.
So that's my thing, right? I fuck with sophisticated gore, but I don't think everybody can do sophisticated gore.
Sophisticated gore to me is like Hellraiser does sophisticated gore to me.
Okay.
The story matches the gore with sophisticated gore.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna disagree that it doesn't have to be gory to be a horror movie.
Of course not.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
Then it's not a horror movie. And
Well, I mean, but the thing is, it is a thin line because then it might be a thriller. You know what I'm saying? Like you still got.
No, because Midsummer's hard. It ain't no gore.
But it's only gory at the moments which it needed to be for the story.
Yeah.
The end with the scene, the bear scene.
Yeah.
The scene before that, like, to me, you don't need blood necessarily, but you need some type of discomfort.
Yeah,
Whether it's
that's fair. But I'm saying, like, The Exorcist has almost no gore. Because gore, like,
but the vomit,
the vomit is like, that's not gory. Gory is literally blood.
Yeah.
Like,
And blood and guts.
Blood and guts. Yeah. Or what if it is like the vomit, like the oh man, what's the movie that had it? Like Constantine, right? Certain parts of Constantine, they used like the glass, the effects to make things a little more like creepier and darker and wilder. Like the demons when he in hell. There's no blood there, but that's horror to me.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of like on the fence because I still feel like you need something to stir up.
Because I mean,
the effect of fear.
Because then
it ain't got to be blood and guts.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, what would you? Because Psycho, well, not Psycho. Is it Psycho?
What, Psycho Cop?
No, Psycho.
Like the Alfred Hitchcock one?
Yeah. Is that the one with Jack?
No,
what's Jack?
Shining. Yeah.
How do like the elevator scene?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Is that
but like the movie itself isn't a gory.
Does that consider gore? Is that considered gore? That
like the whole pool of blood coming
that's
like
for sure gory. That's like it's gore for that time. What the thing is, like, now gore is so much of you seeing the visceral nigga.
When I think of gore, when I go, I feel like it has to be inflicted. Like I get cut, I get
now though.
Yeah.
Like at the time, that was probably gory as shit. I bet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, but even like I said, I think when we talk about the definition of it, because I feel like gory at the time, like not saying that Exorcist isn't gory, but I feel like gore also still came into the same realm of just like grotesque and ugly and disgusting. You know what I'm saying? In the same sense too. So it would be like, so gore could still just be like a pulsating ugly face.
Yeah.
It's not really, you know what I'm saying?
Like Troll. If y'all ever seen the original Troll.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, the Trolls movie.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He would do something, he'd poke him with this thing, and then they would turn into like a tree or a monster or some type of thing.
It's a crazy movie too.
Very, very crazy, but it's very like, it's no blood. Like there is no part where it's like a lot of blood. But if you watch, you like, bro, this is it make your skin crawl.
So I mean, I guess so. Now I get we're defining it, but back to that question then. So do you need that though? Do you need good death scenes?
It got to support the story.
Okay, so we're talking about
M. Night Shyamalan don't be having a lot of gore at all. No, but they claim his shit is horror.
I hate his shit.
His shit is to me too. I hate it too.
I hate his shit.
I do too.
But I mean,
I can't stand it.
Because what you're saying actually wouldn't even play. Like gore is the thing, but to me, like you're asking me in general, like,
do you need
the deaths?
Do you need good?
I need good. And I would say, only reason I would say, I really feel like I need I need a really great story before I really need great deaths.
Yeah.
Because
if it was good,
because the deaths would make sense if the story is really good.
So if it was all great deaths, but then like the story,
then it's just a campy movie,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Then it's just
and that's usually just like a monster or a slasher coming at you.
You know what's funny? It had very little death, but it was so scary because of the main death.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like I said, Midsommar is probably one of my favorite horror movies ever, and I think you actually see maybe 3 deaths. Like you see the old couple, you see Fem who get made into a blood eagle, and you see the death at the end.
Yeah,
like the one like half of those deaths that are in the movie. They happen off screen, and you sort of see the aftermath, like when they found Fam's foot, so they knew he died.
Right. Like, I mean, like I feel like like Midsommar was shock factor, and I don't know if that's a big difference to me because shock factor, him fought like the cliff drop.
That's it.
Shock. Like it wasn't like, oh, this shit was a gory shock. Yeah. Like nigga, what is going on? Like, so I feel like.
Well, I say that's gory because remember they had to finish the job.
That's when they did add the gore to it. They did add the gore to it. I forgot about I would yeah. So I would think, and I mean, and that's why I said, like, for me, it has to be a good balance. Like I said, because like Thanksgiving and like all of those are like, that's like, nigga, we just gonna have one person chasing y'all down.
Had a good story. I heard the Fear. Don't come at Fear Street.
No, they had a good story. But the deaths, and to be honest, Fear Street is probably one of those movies that actually.
Hey man, y'all ain't gonna be hating on Thanksgiving, bro.
Thanksgiving was
but it ain't
ass.
no Fear Street, bro.
No,
but it's different. Okay,
They shouldn't be in the same sentence.
but this is correlating to Snacks' statement. So each, and it's only relative when I say this because I've watched people in the shop go through it off the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
Like Happy Death Day, right?
I love Happy Death Day.
I've literally seen people lose their mind and be like, oh, bro, it's too much. You be like, bro, are you serious?
I love Happy Death Day.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But each death was trash in a sense because it wasn't like.
Yeah, they were just around and they got to the point where they monetized it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but here's the thing, for stuff like that, and
the story was good though.
Yeah, here's where I think people lose it and why they feel that way about it, right? Because I think some people, they have one way that they view horror.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you classify it as a horror and it's not fitting in that, like then they're already been taken out of it. Because me, I took Happy Death Day for exactly what it was, a campy parody a little bit, but I took it of that. So when I watch it, it's a good time. I watch it like I watch fucking Not Another Teen Movie or Scary Movie or Haunted House. Like,
because to me it's a horror comedy.
Yeah.
Or Cabin in the Woods. But that's the thing. Those movies to the uninitiated are scary.
Y'all niggas not like us.
Yeah, bro. They just not built. Like if you built
What?
Wait, who said it?
What?
Somebody.
That's a wild way to enter a room. Hey, do we like the snow bunnies over here?
That's crazy, bro.
That didn't need no highlight.
Hey,
Whoa there, partner.
My Halloween costume is a nigga that likes snow bunnies. Hey, bro came in hot, though.
he came in hot as hell.
Way to start a combo.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
Like that's your first comment. You was in the middle of talking horror movie.
I said, fuck all that. Hey, do we appreciate the snow bunnies? I need to know these questions.
They die really good in movies.
They
Die really good. I mean, some of our best screen queens are the snow bunnies. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that suspicious? It is. It is. They trying to infiltrate.
I do not need Dr. Umar to consider Geekset.
Look at that.
I'm disappointed in Geekset.
But no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to Gordon to death, like it is a hard balance. Like I feel like some of my favorite movies didn't have a lot of like deaths, like a lot of death in it, but it was just a really good story. Like I said, like Fear Street, I was trying to say first, Fear Street actually is probably one of my favorite, like especially at Newark.
Yeah.
Because even when you think about back in the days, like a movie like Fear Street back in the days would be campy.
About that.
Like a movie back in the days that would be like Fear Street would be campy.
Yeah,
they did this one extremely right by having a great story and extremely over the top deaths.
Yep.
At the same time.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
So what do y'all classify Black Mirror?
Black Mirror is psychological.
I mean,
I probably like I would give a psychological thriller.
Wait, it's more psychological. It's like whatever.
And because
what was considered Twilight Zone? Whatever we consider Twilight Zone, I put Black Mirror directly in that same category.
That's fair.
But Twilight Zone barely had death. They normally had.
Well, see, I don't.
Convenient death.
So here's the
to
answer the question of where we're at. The movie question. Hold on.
What was that? The crab episode.
Well, I said a lot. Like,
I don't consider anything in Black Mirror horror at all. So if that was you, like, since we're on that topic, I don't consider that horror at all. It is more of a psychological. I don't even think I could consider it a thriller because it's more of a
it's like a sci-fi. It's like a dystopian sci-fi.
Yeah, like so that's what I said. Whatever Twilight Zone is,
but it's all random stories.
That's what I said. Like that's why
I said whatever we consider Twilight Zone, I put Black Mirror in that same series. Yeah,
and I think that's what probably makes it so difficult to
put it in something.
The series a horror because.
I
don't know if I can call it a social point.
Can we say suspense then maybe? Because everything has a twist. Everything is a suspenseful twist. It's like, okay,
but I mean, I feel
like the other shoe to drop.
So my thing is also too because I feel like it's psychological, but it dives so much into
just pop culture. They call it a series of standalone dramas.
a series of standalone drama. Like I said, like I feel like it's psychological, but it's because it's so embedded into like pop culture and like what we got going on. They're dramatizations of what we already about in life. So like that's more like Twilight Zone. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, so what is Twilight Zone? What do they consider Twilight Zone?
Yeah, it called future dystopias containing sci-fi technology, a type of speculative fiction for Black Mirror. Twilight Zone.
But I mean,
I gotta imagine it's gotta be the same. Actually, they're calling Twilight Zone specifically. Well, I can see Twilight Zone, I guess, but they're calling it horror. And I can see that just because every one of those tales do end in like something bad happened.
But it wasn't horror. It was more so like, I guess, yeah, because it's like somebody turned psycho. It's like,
yeah, it was being in the Twilight Zone. Like you just person's finna have the word. Because I was gonna say.
So what else is in that genre then?
I was going Alfred Hitchcock would be in that genre.
But that's like horror.
But that's Twilight Zone.
That Alfred Hitchcock is
in Twilight Zone.
That's considered classic horror
because it's all but on that, it's in that scale. It's just not gory death all the time.
Horror. That's where Twilight or where Black Mirror gets.
So
they have episodes like that, or like the social. What is the social one called?
I don't know.
Nosedive.
Going back to I think our drive-in theater talking that you were saying. Do you think because those are classified as horror because of the time it was in? Like if they came out now, would they still be classified as horror?
Well, you talking about Twilight Zone?
Yeah.
What is Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone?
But his might have more scary. I haven't seen it. I
seen some of it.
I actually seen that. I don't remember.
I bet it's still considered horror
but
I bet I'm assuming his probably have more scary elements. Whereas,
but he still has psychological, like one of them, like the one with Damon Wayans Jr. in it.
Well, that's what going back to where horror doesn't have to have death. Like you can be afraid, and it doesn't have to necessarily be because you're afraid to die.
Yeah,
right. So that's why I'm saying like Black Mirror just in itself is to me it's like Black Mirror is in the realm of what's the in robots? Something in robots.
Oh, Love,
Death,
Robots. Like that's to me, that's in there. And that other, what was the other anthology show?
The other one,
some studios or something that I forgot.
Oh yeah, but I feel like that one was more.
That was directly sci-fi heavy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And it was kind of like in the same realm. Like they didn't do different stories of different places.
So they're called the new one. It does have horror as one of the genres, but thriller was higher than horror on there.
On the new one.
And I just got into a conversation about thriller and horror, and it's
what about unsolved mysteries? Like Snack said.
That's probably
unsolved mysteries. I feel like it's just documentary. I feel like that's a docu-series.
Yeah, because that was telling.
That was really true stories.
What about X-Files?
X-Files is sci-fi.
X-Files is sci-fi.
So
I mean, Supernatural would be hard if you want to consider Supernatural, but that's like horror comedy in a sense.
Right. Yeah. The thing is, I feel like Twilight Zone now would probably just be thriller. Where Twilight Zone, I feel like if you were remaking that with the exact same as it was before, I think it would be a thriller because the thriller versus horror, they're so closely intertwined. But with the thriller, and I literally just learned this, what they're calling their official definition. Thriller's all about the suspense, whereas horror's about fear. Fear and suspense live together, but something can be suspenseful without scaring you.
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like, and I think that's the difference because,
what up,
like,
Big Sis Chris.
What up, Chris? Happy Halloween!
Shout out to Novice Cinephile Mike who was telling me about it.
Oh, shout out, Mike.
But I also feel like the same thing. So I feel like the suspense horror has both.
Yeah, for
horror
sure.
uses both.
For sure, horror has both.
Shit.
But that's what I'm saying. A thriller can be a horror is a thriller, but not every thriller is a horror.
Right.
So Bold also. So I agree with you at first, but then now thinking about it, it is also Nickelodeon. I feel like we can't consider Nickelodeon and Disney because they're always doing their version of every genre.
But
right? They're doing.
It's still a point.
No, I get it. I'm saying it's a point. But like,
nobody died.
But like I feel like that's still
Goosebumps.
But that's still their version of it for kids.
It'd be like kid horror.
Yeah. So that's why I said I get it. I agree. It's still considered horror, but like, I mean, we are not gonna see death on Nickelodeon.
Right.
I mean, like I said, even the Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy is considered probably kid horror. Yeah, kid horror or something. Like that's a genre. It's just a subgenre of horror for kids.
Yeah.
Well, and it's their go-to. You know what I'm saying? Like Ghostbusters used to be their go-to.
Yeah. So I say we can't use that to define the genre.
Yeah, because you have a kid. Nigga, I was terrified of Ghostbusters as a kid.
But we can't use that as a okay, yeah. See, this proves that, like, you know.
No, but I think there are enough examples, even taking.
Oh yeah, there's enough examples
to say definitively to go back or all the way back to what your question originally was: is does a horror film have to have a good depth to be a good horror film? No.
No, it does. What y'all fail to realize is what do most of the movies have? A ghost as the villain or the antagonist to the family.
But that's not a death scene.
He died though.
But that's not the question though.
It's about does it need to have good depth?
The scene. That's the question. Is about the scene.
Do they most times recap how he died?
That's
Are we talking about one person?
I'm just saying. I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to force it. I'm saying they do always do it, but the younger the audience, I think, just like The Lion King and all the other Casper the Friendly Ghost, they're gonna give you a heart. You know,
wait, how did Casper die?
He was already
got hit by a car. But that's what I mean. Like that's part of why they Scooby-Doo. Why is the ghost here? He got killed doing something.
There's never a ghost.
You know?
Did you say no such thing as ghosts?
I said there's never a ghost on Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo is always
But that's why you found out because we need to know.
But they would give a story like somebody actually died and all that kind of crazy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We need to investigate. So that's the point of those movies.
Speaking of Scooby-Doo, real quick tangent. Did y'all see the podcast clip of the people talking about Scooby-Doo and about how the most tragic person in Scooby-Doo is really the monsters?
But they ain't no monsters. It's the people.
The people. And he said, think about it this way. You a grown-ass person. You down on your luck. And you say, you know what? I'm going to come up with this scheme. And if I come up with this scheme, I can give me a little bit of money. I can, feed my family. And he said, and the next thing you know, you getting unmasked, chased, beat down by some motherfucking kids in a van.
They put you in a trap.
And now you in jail because you're seen by some damn kids that ain't even part of the fucking law enforcement.
Civil arrest.
Civil arrest. And these niggas go on tour around the whole world doing this, and all you was trying to do was feed your family.
Fam, if anything, the Scooby-Doo gang was called because they really had a booby trap for everybody. Like it wasn't no, because you running from them. So like it's 5 of y'all, just grab this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, no, we gotta travel. You know what I'm saying?
You got a dog.
A big ass dog.
Scooby don't bite nobody, nigga.
So even off the rip, off the rip, you can see that nigga dog.
Why did that just really hit me in the head? Like this nigga, Scooby and ground a nigga, but that nigga ain't fit nobody, bro.
But I'm saying, off the rip, the size of Scooby, you could already scare a nigga until, you know what? Hey, I'm good, bro.
Scooby was a big ass bomber, dude. If Scooby jumped up on your chest, nigga, you own the ground, right? We pinning you to the ground, nigga. Like that is hilarious to even think like that. Cause I think the funniest thing always was that it was like, bro, this how you scheming? You was in the library with some goddamn curse.
Your scheme was working for weeks. And then this group of kids and they big ass dog figured you out and fucked your whole shit up, and now you in jail.
Less than a day though.
In a world that every nigga got a scheme every time you go.
Everybody going to turmoil.
Everybody just trying to find a way to make it work.
It's a real
Scooby out here fucking it up, bro.
It's a real league of villains.
Scooby was the problem because he enabled Scrappy, fam. No, Scooby enabled Scrappy, fam.
Somebody didn't respect Scrappy. I thought it was you.
Was it me? No. I mean, I don't fuck with him. I mean, I think he's scrappy, but I don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying?
Did you fuck with the Velma Scrappy?
Oh God, no. The black dude.
I actually still enjoyed that. I actually watched the Halloween episode.
But you didn't fuck with the murderous Scrappy?
I mean, I think that Scrappy made more sense. To me, you know what I'm saying? That Scrappy made more sense. But I mean, I don't think I never really.
Hilarious.
I didn't like. You know what's crazy? Because it goes with what we said. Because Scrappy, I mean, he was a puppy though. But Scrappy was about action.
That's a funny ass comment.
Hey, bro. Hey, keep it real. They did have some of the most sophisticated shit.
Like, can you,
ever,
bro? Like, even
these niggas, bro.
They had shit niggas that need to
But
have.
it was working for them.
Projectors, bro.
But it was working for weeks.
Man,
Do you know how stupid the towns are? If only a band full of niggas can figure all this out, like nobody.
That's what I'm saying. It was.
They didn't have no equipment.
They had none.
No, they did have equipment because y'all think a lot of the niggas that bullet schemes, they either owned a building, they had an old property.
Pulled up. They needed snacks. They needed water. They needed weed. They needed it all.
That's all they needed.
It would spoil a nigga's whole plan.
Yeah, bro, that's what it was like. And that's really the funniest thing. Because if you in the house knowing, oh, they done brought these. Who the fuck is these kids? Like you up in your little hideout, like, boy, I get these little niggas to fight here so fast. You know what I'm saying? They little dog.
Crazy.
Like, and then you out here doing your little shit, you actually doing your ghost shit. They just like, well, they ain't no real ghost.
No, it take you a minute to figure out. The villain get his shit off because of Shaggy and Scooby. Like, I'm scaring him.
Yeah.
I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm winning right
and
here.
You know what? And Shaggy and Scooby, they the best at scared because they gonna give you all this shit. I'm like, nigga, you see them shaking in their boots? These niggas really
Like,
I saw
he like, yeah, I'm about to get.
I'm doing it. And what's crazy, they do this shit with absolutely no fear. They literally don't be really scared.
They really don't be
Because if
scared.
you notice, they never leave a man.
Because you know what? It's all part of their rules. That's how they figure it out. They're like, all right, Scooby and Shaggy, y'all go in, see the play. And right, I need y'all to get the lay of the land. They get the play, they act scared, and they go back and they retcon. They're like, all right, so this is what they doing. This is what they doing.
Make that nigga chase him around the house for a while. Like y'all get the booby trap set up.
Y'all know what though? If I had to live in Scooby's universe, the business that I would have, bro, I want a business where I'm painting paintings with the holes in the eyes. Because everybody had that, bro.
That's what a secret room. That's what I'm saying. Like them niggas be looking through the paint, like, oh, I got some squares. Look at these little kids, these meddling kids coming up in here.
Also, why is that the go-to? No, not meddling. Why is the painting with the eyes the go-to?
I'm telling you, bro. I gotta be able to. They didn't have ring back then, so that's what that really was. That was your ring.
Like, bro, I legit.
What a terrible waste of your time, but you gotta sit there, you gotta come across.
So,
first of all, every villain was a horrible money manager. Because they had spent all their cash on nice properties, 3D projectors, drones.
This nigga really went out. Like,
self-portraits of their grandparents with holes in the middle.
So, question.
And you probably could have sold that. You didn't put holes right in the painting. They mad. They up in heaven like, that motherfucker.
Question. Somebody invite you over their house. You walk past a painting and you see the eye.
I'm punching the shit out the
Are
painting.
y'all saying anything?
I'm taking the painting off the wall. I'm taking the painting off the wall. Because I think, truth be told, in casual classic horror, that's actually one of the scariest things. Yeah. To walk past a picture and be like, is this motherfucker looking at me? Right. Like,
what make it crazier is now, because it's like, man, are you behind this wall? Like, it's 2024, like you said, we got me. Nigga, if you really wanted to watch what I'm doing that badly, buy a camera.
Buy a camera, my nigga.
Like,
put the sensor up.
You don't even went to the room and slid it back.
You don't even need a whole camera. You can put a sensor up and it'll let you know I was walking down the hall. You actually in the walls, bro. With the bugs and the nails and everything.
So that means they had to shimmy.
They shimmy in there.
That's what I'm saying.
You dirty as hell. You dirty as itchy as hell in them old ass homes.
we never talking again.
That reminded me of that video I saw that Airbnb. That nigga was in that room. Like he was in the room in his own house. It came out in the middle. This nigga had no pants on, just drawers and his shirt. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
Oh, you're the old guy?
Yeah, the old guy. He's like, man, you know, I was just trying to. I just need to grab something off the refrigerator real quick. Like,
and then you had the nerve to argue with them. Yeah. Like, what y'all mean, y'all? I've been waiting for y'all to leave. I ain't leave.
Fam said, you already my house. This is my little room. Like I sleep in. Like, bro, you out of control. You out of control, dog.
Oh shit, bro. No. So, hey, speaking of people who had it the worst, so I've been rewatching Dragon Ball Z. Right, I started with Dragon Ball. It's kind of like, and it's not like focused rewatching because I know the story so much. It's like I just got it on the background, right? So I'm at the Buu Saga, right? And it's at the beginning of it as a tournament. You know who has the worst in the whole Dragon Ball world? Earth. Who do you think? No, who do you think? Earth. Who do you think? Who do you think?
Just regular people, you saying?
I mean, I would be regular.
Regular people's definitely up there. Who do you think, Ditch?
Oh. I would go regular people too. I can't think of nobody like they be going through it.
Regular people be going through it.
Okay, wait. I take that back. My opinion.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball fan.
Yeah.
That has been dope.
Gohan has it the worst.
Okay.
because he got a daddy so crashed out
That's
will
fucked up.
will invite the universe to fight and then throw his son out there.
All right, so
Low key is Yamcha, if we being real.
Yamcha, no.
But yeah,
Well, I mean, what's your case on Yamcha?
Yamcha had to watch his girl get taken by a nigga that killed him.
Can I just love lost? I ain't know.
No,
but it was gonna happen anyway though. Because you just wasn't man.
But you died. You got pushed back to life. Your life went. You used to be a fighter. They used to call on you when Earth needed saving.
They did.
Y'all used to get called on. After he died, and they brought him back. It was kind of like it was after Android 19.
Yeah.
They was kind of like, all right, we know Yamcha ain't got shit.
Yamcha ain't got nothing for us, man.
You're a regular Negro.
Now you understand why Lex Luthor hates Superman so much. You know what I'm saying? If you had to use the man, like, who the fuck is this nigga that popped out here? Like,
if you had to pick a character out of the Dragon Ball universe that got it the
character
worst.
out of the Dragon Ball
Who do you
universe
think got it the worst?
Got it the worst? I mean, I'm gonna just go really with Piccolo. Honestly, I just feel like Piccolo.
Yeah, because he became a daddy.
Yeah.
He really did.
Here,
and he took.
That's
like,
why I say Gohan, bro. And he got pushed off on that nigga.
Only reason that's harder because Piccolo actually chose to do it. But I mean, that also makes you realize like that was a Thanos Hulk ass
Krillin's
whipping.
good. Krillin.
But Krillin ended up with booty, so it don't matter.
Krillin.
He ended up winning in the end.
But the thing, Krillin's plot device is he has to die so Goku can level up.
Yeah.
Every time. So,
I mean, he definitely stopped.
So hear me out. This is why I'm making a case for Videl has it the worst.
Oh, and she got her ass kicked.
No, not even that. So this is the timeline storyline of Videl that I watched and I said this is a whole lot that she's dealing with. Videl for the longest thought her dad was the strongest nigga in the world. She went to the police force and everything, and all of a sudden there's this golden fighter, and then there's also the Saiyaman, right? So then she learns about it. She learns that people can fly. And at that point, that's earth shattering, right? She learns how to fly. That's she was cool with that. That's earth shattering, right? And then 4 months down the way, oh yeah, we about to do this tournament. You know, you should come to this tournament. All right, cool. I'm gonna come to this tournament. Oh, my dad's gonna be there. Oh, I thought your dad was there. So in one day, so that 4 months, those 4 months was good. But in one day, she just learned that people can die and come back to Earth, right? Did not know shit about that, right? This is day one. Then in day two, she learned. I mean, no, in that same day one, then she learned. Wait, people can get mind control and kill people because them niggas beat her ass by Bobbity. That happened. Then also, Vegeta came out of nowhere, started killing niggas, and she's like, wait, what the fuck is that? Then they was like, well, we can just wish them back to the Dragon Ball. Then she said, wait, what's the Dragon Ball? So then she learned about the Dragon Ball. And then she saw the fucking dragon and said, wait, this is fucking crazy. Then she saw people get ate by fucking Boo. Then they went to the Korin's tower. She's like, wait, what is this? Then they learned about the hyperbolic time chamber. She learned about transformation. I was like, in one day, then she also learned, oh shit, so my dad been lying this whole fucking time? Y'all was the ones that beat Cell? Wait, my dad is really a joke out here? Like, bro, she saw, and then, not only that, Gohan got killed. Well, she thought Gohan got killed. She saw Goku get killed. She saw damn near the whole world get killed by Boo.
She died.
She went through so much in one day.
Was it a day?
That was a day. Because then what ended up happening was then because remember Goku only had 24 hours.
Oh, he did only have 24 hours.
And so by the time he got out, he was teaching them the fusion dance. And then he died again and left. And then she saw the fusion. She was like, wait, now niggas, I didn't know niggas could get merged together. Niggas get merged together now. It was like, bro, it was a whole lot that she was dealing with.
I didn't realize.
Videl has had it the worst because her world got shattered in so many ways.
But she was just a sheltered rich girl.
That's disgusting. That was mean. That was fucking mean. That was fucking mean.
That's true, nigga.
Dog.
Everybody put your mouth with it.
When he said it, I was like, okay, well that's dark. But
Like, that is
Hey,
fucking
but
mean.
that's how it is, though.
it is.
I'm not saying that.
But this is the whole thing too, though. That's why Gohan got it the worst, bro. Because everything that you talking about, Gohan found all that shit out immediately, bro.
Well, he lived it. It's got
No. Remember this. He got sent. He was in a pod, bro.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
He had to get out, see his daddy get wasted,
he did.
get trained by his new dad, who hated him because he killed his daddy. I watched you kill my daddy. Now you gotta keep me right to fight my fucking cousin.
But here's the thing.
who's trying to kill us all.
But you're born in this life.
Listen. I'm being told at 8 or,
I get what you're
10.
saying. I agree.
He was 4. You're right.
Yeah,
You
he
are
was
so
4.
fucking. He was 4. That I'm the only person that can stop 3 niggas from killing us all, bro.
It makes sense why Gohan was like, hey, I'm just gonna go in the study.
I'm gonna just go into school, bro. I'm gonna go get this degree. That nigga was like, fuck all that
See,
fucking.
niggas went to Namek, Raccoon, bro was dead.
Yes,
Like,
man.
niggas was so crazy.
Yes, bro.
Those eyes had
Also, she learned about sensu beans in that same day. She didn't know shit about. She like a bean can do what? Like, bro, she learned there's the whole. But so here's the thing: the reason why I don't give it to Gohan is I'm like, I get it. I agree with what you're saying, but it's like I look at it like, all right, if you're born in this life, you're born like she's a human that just learned so much shit in one fucking day.
But she was lied to. There's a difference when you. She was old enough to know better.
No, because
hear me
this
out.
is unworldly shit.
No,
Why
hear
would
me
she
out.
know better at this?
With death, though, you should.
Oh,
know
with
better.
death, yeah.
Yeah, you should know better about death. All the other shit. Remember, the rest of the world found out that same day too. But what I'm saying is, for Gohan, he had to go through the shit that she was like, oh my god.
But everybody,
Nigga, he was forced to fight.
So here's the thing.
You can't go to a different.
I get it, but I look at it like
Force.
here's the thing. I look at it like game members who are born in the game life. I'm just like,
No, bro.
No,
listen, and
I'm not-
they tell you,
You talking about who was it? Fidel's that?
No,
Gohan.
Gohan.
Gohan was born into this life, and so like for me, to me that takes a little. Because I'm like, here's the thing: if he was the only one going through it, I would understand. But if everybody around you was like, "Yeah, sometimes we die, sometimes we come back," but everybody went through it. But everybody
There's a bunch of adults going through it in a 4-year-old.
thank you, bro.
Bro, and I
Bro,
think
he gave the nigga Cell a sensu bean to beat his sons. Bro, that's like, I get into a fight, bro. I call you in.
Mhm.
Hey, man, my nigga Deuces got them hands, bro. Here, take this Red Bull, though, before you fight him. Take these steroids before you fight Deuces. You know how shifty that sound, bro?
Hilarious.
And this is your 4-year-old son. I got faith in him, though.
So here's the thing.
I got faith in him. He gonna do it.
I feel
And then
like
what did Cell do?
I feel like him.
But what happened to Cell? No, what happened to him? Beat to sleep, nigga.
I feel like because who his dad is at that age, it's his.
He didn't know his dad.
No. I get that, but at that age, with against Cell, you didn't seen the stories. You didn't.
He didn't know what a saying was, bro.
Yes, he did.
No,
When
he
fought
didn't.
Cell-
Remember, his mama kept him in
No,
jail.
When he fought Cell.
when he fought
When he
Cell.
fought Cell, bro,
He knew what a saying was.
He was not on that
Bro,
like that.
I'm
No,
literally just
remember, bro,
rewatching it.
you know what? I even take this back. Neither of them knew what a saying really was, because remember, the only sayings at that time that they met was the ones that came to conquer Earth at that point.
But
They didn't
No,
know
no,
nothing
no.
about the planet like that.
Bro, they fought Frieza before Cell. They knew.
Again,
What
what
was
did he
saying?
tell them about
They
sayings?
knew about Super
They
Saiyans and
never
everything.
told, they never told them about sayings, is what I'm saying. Like, the whole concept, remember, was you guys are just monkey soldiers who are
That's before
betraying me.
Frieza.
I think y'all saying two separate things. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're saying he doesn't know about
At that
Saiyan
age,
culture.
yeah.
But Deuces is saying he's saying that Gohan knew he was a half Saiyan.
Of course, but he wasn't there for Go. Think about this. You're saying it from the perspective that you watched Dragon Ball, and then you know what I'm saying, got to that point. So you know the stories of Saiyans. Gohan was protected by his mama up until that point. He didn't know shit at 4. He only knew what his daddy told him.
He was talking about the Cell Saga.
Yeah.
Okay, so well,
Yeah.
how old was he then?
He was 11.
Yeah. So I said at that point he knew
Was he
more
fu-
than enough. They knew about.
I think he knew. I think
He
he knew
knew
how to fight.
about Super
I think he
Saiyans.
knew how
He
to
knew
fight,
about the
and I knew he was
hyperbolic
trained.
time chamber.
But I
They
don't
knew
think
about. They knew about the Saiyan history because Vegeta told them about Frieza.
But
and
They
everything.
knew by then though.
Yeah.
That's how he knew to train to go Super Saiyan.
But you know what I'm saying? No,
Saiyan.
both of them didn't know remember, both of them figured out what Super Saiyan was after
Frieza. After Frieza.
After the freeze.
After.
But that's what I'm saying. They didn't know that. Remember, it was a myth. It wasn't like they knew what a Saiyan
But by the
capabilities
time by the
were.
Cell Saga, they did.
They knew Super Saiyan.
Because
right?
Cell Saga, because
remember what did they go up to? 3?
Because wait, hold on. Because Cell Saga also was like I think 2 or 3 years after the Frieza saga.
Yeah.
So they knew enough, and Vegeta been living with them. So Vegeta is the historian. You know, and then I also Piccolo and Kami and everything like that. So I'll be like saying, granted, they didn't show it, so we can lean on that. But I would assume Vegeta done talked about.
By the
they
time
knew that.
by the time they was training in the time chamber, they definitely, because Goku's whole point was, I'm trying to go beyond Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he saw that Gohan could do it, he said, "Oh wait, you can do it right."
Yeah. So
Gohan. Remember, he did it faster. He did it more.
He did it faster. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they had already cracked the code of. Like I feel like they cracked the code after Cell.
So when do you consider?
Oh, you mean like cracked the code as far like knowing exactly
what a Saiyan was capable of, knowing that. Because think about it.
I think the cell point was it.
No, I think that
when Vegeta was able to go Super Saiyan, that's sort of, and it was like, okay, we know how to. Remember, Vegeta came back and said, I trained to do this. Remember, everybody, because Goku, his was the rage from seeing
emotion, yeah.
By the time Vegeta came back, it was, I know I need to train. That was the whole point of them going to the time chamber, because he was like, we need to be able to do a shit ton of training in a short amount of time.
No, yes, I'm saying. So I mean, it definitely was. So I would agree that after, because by Cell Saga, everybody went Super Saiyan 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. After that, Buu Saga and all that was learning how to go further beyond than that.
Right. And that's what I mean. They weren't full. They weren't at the level in which I'm like, okay, they know what a Saiyan is capable of. Because even like, bro, point. Piccolo taught Gohan how to train and how to fight. They weren't on the same page yet, I don't think. Until
and that's why. So I think that's what everybody forget is like that was Goku's, in my mind, that was Goku's plan of suicide. Like my death is gonna get him.
Everybody to go up, yeah.
Or it's gonna get Gohan where he needs to be at, because I feel like that's what Goku, like what you're saying, I get, because Goku had just figured out how to do Super Saiyan through tragedy.
Emotions.
Vegeta learned how to do it through training, and all Goku did to Gohan was teach him his way.
Yeah,
I'm gonna die. And you're going to go Super Saiyan.
Exactly.
After that, though.
No.
Gohan trained to go
Super Saiyan. So here's the thing. Wait, hold on. Because it's fresh. I really watched it recently. So Goku, what is exactly what you said. Goku taught him his way. Before they fought Cell, and the reason why Vegeta was so upset about Gohan after the Cell saga, because what Goku mastered and what this is when Vegeta finally gave it up to Goku, like really like his first point. He was saying, oh shit, y'all realized how to not have to go Super Saiyan. Y'all can stay in that Super Saiyan state. Remember, that was the big game. The game changer was The big game changer was their normal state was able to be normal state Super Saiyan versus it being an actual transformation in battle.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, the difference is that it wasn't just Vegeta training, because everybody thought that to be a Super Saiyan, you also had to have like the pureness of it and everything. So when Vegeta went, it was such a shocker. And that's when they learned, like, again, that's where I think you have some credence, Did, when you said when he went Super Saiyan, that when they learned that there's different ways to go Super Saiyan. It's not just that pureness. It's not just that rage.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we learn.
You can also go based off of will.
Toriyama said, look, you just need to have enough S cells.
Yeah.
You need to have enough S cells.
S cells. So, but he also forgets shit. He also forgot about launch. He forgot about Super Saiyan 2.
His statement was that
nigga literally forgot Super Saiyan 2.
S cells, and that the reason why it was so easy for like Goten, Trunks, and Gohan, like why they did it so much younger, was that you get more S cells in a more peaceful environment. So the half Saiyan blood, because half their blood is human, they grew up in a more peaceful environment. They naturally have more.
And I mean, and they were raised after victories, so ain't nothing going on.
Right. So everything is so peaceful, especially for Goten and Trunks. You know, after Cell died, they had 6 years of peace.
Mm-hmm.
So
and they was training.
No, they wasn't.
He didn't even say
Trunks and Goten was not training. They
didn't start training until the Saga.
Because remember they was like I said, where I'm at right now. They just did the first. They just did the fusion, and like I said, they trying to do finishing moves.
Yeah, I was saying they were really kids. Like that was probably the first time you saw it as like, all right, so the Saiyans can really do this shit easily. Mm-hmm. I mean, what you're saying about the SLs thing, because they were just doing like it was just All right, whatever.
Yeah.
He said, "Man, this is what do you call it? The
plaything."
He was like,
"What?"
when did the
legendary shit turn to a child's plaything? You know who's also a hater? And we can get into our recommendation after this. Deborah was such a fucking hater, bro. That nigga was so upset. Just to see it and say, no, not the what's the Supreme Kai's big dude name?
Oh no, Kibito
was a hater. Because when he brought Gohan to the planet of the Kais, he was like, what are you doing here? And bro, it was fresh after the battle. They niggas thought Gohan was dead, so they brought him that way. So they walk in, he looked at him, he said, "Look at you, the way you dressed," and put him in that. And he's like, "Nigga, y'all brought me here. Like, y'all didn't tell me nothing." And then
crazy.
When Goku instant transmission there, he was like, "What the? This makes no sense. How are they here?"
Gohan was pulling out the sword. You ain't gonna ever be able to
you ain't gonna do that shit.
I think he said the Supreme Kai couldn't do it. He was like, plenty who couldn't do it. He was like, so what do you think of Mortal?
Yeah, and then when Gohan did it, and then Gohan being simple, Gohan being such a good person, he was like, "Oh yeah, well here, you do it. Like, you're right, a Kai should be doing it." And when he couldn't pick it up, he was like, "I didn't want to do it." And then when Goku said, "You know what? You really got to get limber with it," and then he was looking like what the fuck?
Gohan was having fun.
Like I'm telling you, listen, that Frieza was right there. That monkey was right there, bro. That Frieza was right there. He was this close to calling niggas monkeys, bro.
I feel like everybody be hating on Saiyans when they first meet them. It don't matter who it is.
Yeah, because that's what Zabuza.
He didn't like Mortals.
He didn't like, but Goku's not immortal.
That's what I'm saying. What's that told them though? Like,
no, he's not. He's not immortal. Insane is not immortal. That's a whole alien.
No, Mortals is just you got
but okay, so hear me out. Are they not though? Because these niggas don't really die. They just get beat to near death and then come back stronger. Like these niggas are taking blows, my nigga, from gods. And then resting.
They primitive to his eyes because they fight.
And that's what
because he remember when in his example, he went back to the Stone Age. He was like, "Look, you see this shit? Yeah. Now you got this nigga up here with me."
he just go fisticuffs.
He talking to you like it's regular and shit. Like, no, what the fuck is going on? Tell me that monkey was right there, bro. That monkey, bro. That Frieza is right there, man. But shit, let's get the recommendations, man. Shit.
That was a wild segue. We just can't do a solid Halloween episode, boy. Like we in Dragon Ball. I'm like,
it was. Hey, y'all want to get some Halloween content? Go to youtube.com/Geekset Podcast. We got a whole Halloween spooktacular episode up there. Please watch it. Like, comment. Man, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, recommendation.
I'm gonna recommend Countdown. I thought it was a good horror film.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, basically everybody downloaded the app. Not everybody in the world, but like people were downloading the app and it told them how soon they was gonna die. And like I said, some niggas get like 60 years, some niggas get like 3 hours. And you know, one girl, she was like, "Hey, no, I'm not about to die this quick."
I mean, it definitely give you like kind of like Final Destination vibes in the sense of
because it's crazy because the instinct is trying to make sure that you die at the time you die.
Okay.
So if you try to die sooner, it's gonna try to save you. Or if you try to elongate your death, it's gonna try to like, no, you gotta die at this moment.
Oh.
Like it was definitely fucking with you. Like we on a tight schedule here, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Agatha.
Agatha was really
Agatha is for Marvel. This is my second favorite Marvel TV show right now. Huh? WandaVision, Agatha, Loki.
Loki's third. Wow.
Loki was second. So I explained to Diz the reason why Loki got moved down. I don't like how they did season 2. Now, granted, I don't blame them because I understand why they did it, but because it didn't stick the landing, it did more damage to the whole Loki series for me because they wasn't able to stick the landing due to the bullshit that was going on and shit like that. So it wasn't enough to take it out of my top 3, but it was a 2 where I was like, it got potential to be taken out, and Agatha did that for me. Because one, with Agatha, knowing about the MCU or Marvel lore adds to it, but Agatha was such a good show that you can watch it without knowing it MCU and still have a good time, right? And I love the homages that they did to just like witchcraft and witch properties and shit like that. Like I love that. I love how the finale went. And then I was telling Diz, like, if you watch it, they kind of went like the anime route, the OVA. Like the last episode was really like one of those things like, we don't really need it, but to me, it did. For me, I liked it. I like how it went. Yeah, because they put out the last two today.
Yesterday,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, technically, one last night and one this morning.
I watched them both yesterday.
Mine's for whatever reason it was like the first one was out yesterday, and then the second one wasn't available until like 12 a.m.
Oh no, I watched them both at 8 o'clock yesterday.
Oh, okay, but yeah, they did really good. Agatha is a great show, and for the comic book fans. Or the comic book, more lore. I feel like they did justice to the Agatha character. And yeah, Agatha all along is one of my good ones. Yeah.
It is wild because people did not want this.
Yeah, I did.
I was excited for it. I wanted it to happen the moment she was on the scene and wanted
I was like, I'm here for it.
You said
it was the song. Soon as it was Agatha, I said, I want more of this character. I don't care how. Give me more of this character.
I'm just gonna recommend 2 video games because I'm pretty much that's what I'm finna be on for the next couple of we really getting embedded into the fall season now. You know what I'm saying? So of course Call of Duty dropped. So I'm actually, like I said, I've actually enjoyed, they've changed the like the movement and everything of the game. So it's a lot more smooth. Like
I saw niggas mad about that already.
People so mad about it, but it's like it gives to me. I feel like it gives it a better sense of realism.
I saw a nigga get stabbed. As he was jumping like this, I'd have been mad too. Bro did like this and stabbed him, but he died. I'd have been pissed.
I mean, you got a knife, nigga. I'm stabbing you.
Man, you're not gonna be able to jump back and stab you.
But he jumped back. I mean,
if you run up on me,
are you talking because he did the die? You talking the dive back?
He died back, and bitch died was like,
don't keep coming forward.
Hey, I'm getting away from that.
You cold. Listen here. We see John Wick and them do all that crazy shit. How come I can't do it in Call of Duty? Why can't I do it in Call of Duty?
Right. Exactly. Give me the movements I want.
But I'm like, the Zombies back. I haven't even started. Zombies is what I'm going to be on this weekend. Because Zombies back in his round-based zombies. My guy already told me he did the Easter egg like 4 or 5 times already. So I want to play on that. But I mean, Zombies. The last couple, I didn't play the last Zombies, honestly. Other than that one time, I think that we played the open world shit. I love round based zombies.
Keep going on. I didn't like it.
Like I love round based zombies. So that's pretty much a major recommendation because we're pretty much in general like when Black Ops come out, that's the best Call of Duty anyway. So I feel like there's still a lot of tweaks to the actual game mechanics and shooting like where everybody on like they gonna still work it out, but. I feel like the change they went into the direction was like the best thing they could. The game was the same for so long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even if you as a person think I'm master Call of Duty, like we had to change the whole fuck, like you know what I'm saying? Now you get to tweak your skills some more. Twerk
your skills. Bacardi, you heard on Geekset. Twerk your skills.
My second game is like I told you earlier, is this game called Inscription. I don't know if it's on PlayStation. It's on Xbox. It was actually part of the Game Pass, so it's a free game. But it's a deck building card game, which I don't play these games. I don't, and I really.
Wait. What? Before you get a recommendation, and just real quick, what made you try
to look at the game? Like the actual, like the wording. I was like, man, even when I read the thing, I'm like, bro, what kind of game is this? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, so I was like, but I actually, it's Game Pass, so I actually had played it. I didn't download it first. I just like, let me just. Play it randomly, like streaming because you can just quickly stream it without downloading it. And it's like a Pokemon game, but
it's free on PlayStation 2.
Is it? It's like a Pokemon game, but it's like an actual story of because the way the game starts, you're already playing the game. So you're playing against but it has that kind of same feel like the Dungeons and Dragons, whatever kind of game. So like the dude is like the headmaster telling you what you're gonna be doing and like putting you like you really doing like a path and going through like a story and fighting bosses and everything, but it's a card game. So he's painting out all these, different characters, whatever, and it looks great. Like the actual look, and even like when you're playing the game, you can get off the table and walk around the house and find other random shit in the house, but it's all dark. It's actually a horror game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like but what's great about I've been playing this game for a very long time, and I literally just I've been in the same story of it since probably at least for this beginning of this month, and then I finally beat the last boss, and it's another fucking game. It's like it turned into a totally different game.
Oh, okay.
Like once you beat that, it's like.
Did you know that I was going to do that?
No, like nigga, I was like, I really got out my seat, like, yes, nigga, about time, nigga. Like it is like, but then it turned into like a found footage horror movie. Like
it's
this nigga.
Like, that's why.
It's it's definitely a rogue. Like you know what I'm saying?
I realized that I don't utilize my PlayStation Plus.
But it literally turns like a found footage horror car game, where it's like now you're watching the dude who I guess you are in the game, as he's uncovering this set of cards in this weird game that he just happened to find. So what you're playing is his recording.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you're playing his recording to kind of figure out what happened. But even like as in between certain things, it turns into another, like I said, it's a it's a really great HD looking game. Then it turns into an 8-bit version looking game. Mm-hmm. Then it goes into like a whole, like, bro, it just flips all over different places.
I might actually check
it. It really blew my shit, bro. Like I was like, bro, this shit is cold.
Somebody tweeted out, I guess it's been on PlayStation Plus. Rocket game came out in 2022. Somebody said this is the best free game. I don't know if he played it on Game Pass or PlayStation Plus. Yeah. Like, this is the best free game I've ever played. Nothing even comes close.
Bro, I was gonna make a post after I beat it because I thought I beat the game. I was gonna make a post to them niggas like, bro, this shit is so cold. And I realized like it's more game. Like
I guess it just wasn't popular because it's highly rated.
No, this shit is cold,
bro. King, you got one?
Yeah. I got
Twerk That Cod is crazy.
Pause. What?
I saw
that's crazy. All right. It's two shows, I guess. Oh yeah, two movies. One is What You Wish For. It's on Hulu. It's actually a pretty good thriller. Close to horror because it's some killing, but it's weird. It's more about a chef who's like kind of down on his luck, and he gets his job through his guy, and his guy was like doing a private chef job, in where they fly him to like paradise situations, and you get full room and board, big mansion. Your whole thing is you got to cook for like between 5 to 10 people, but you're making people.
Oh shit!
But you doing what?
You're making people. You're making people.
You cooking for 5 or 10 people. You cooking for 5 to 10 with your ingredients being people.
Yes.
Where did the people come from?
It's deep.
Okay.
You gotta watch it. You can't give it all. I can't give it to you. And the second one is, and I even kind of hate to even do this, but it's the M. Night Shyamalan, what is it called? Trap?
I ain't watched it yet.
I actually watched it. So I heard that this is one of his, so they, M. Night Shyamalan, he's like one for like 12. Right, like he like it happens like and they said that. So
this is one.
This is one of the ones like that. So that's what I've been hearing.
I feel like the last one was Devil. Was it Signs maybe?
No, I think Devil.
No, Devil. Yeah, Devil was a good one.
I went in there wanted to hate on it, and I was like, okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Old was okay, but it ended stupid.
It did.
Yeah, it ended stupid. Oh yeah, Old actually was good up to the end, and I was like,
on the beach, right?
Yeah.
I didn't fuck with that one.
You didn't like it?
It took a lot to turn into.
But it gave me also like during that time, like the Lost and all those kind of like the triangle weird kind of like it was like a long version of one of those shows.
I think it ended dumb. I was just, I'm good.
I was really mad about it.
You got one?
Yeah. I've been watching this TV show on Netflix. It's called Blue Eye Samurai.
Oh shit! Yeah, Blue Eye Samurai Go.
That's my shit.
That is a repeat recommendation. I think me and Bacardi both already recommended.
Fun fact: that was Kev on Stage's first anime, so that's what that was a wild.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I said that was it. That was it.
Watching cartoon. I mean,
so
anime
from watching Dragon Ball, all his knowledge of Dragon Ball Z, then he watched that, and then that's when he was like, is this what anime is? And I was like, hey, that's when I stepped in. Like, hey, let me know. Let me put you on, bro. Because
I would have walked away if that was like the first thing to be exposed to after Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched
Samurai was so fire.
No, he said it was fire. He said it was fire. He wasn't ready for the explicitness.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for the explicitness. I saw titties for the first time. I was like,
animated by
Okay, that's what we are. I see. I understand.
That's fair. No, I'm so glad they got a season 2 coming.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that too.
All right, so OG recommendation. Hey, listen here. We got content, y'all. We got fucking content coming. We got content recorded. We got content filmed, edited, and ready to roll. So here's what's going on with Geekset. Make sure you go to the youtube.com/Geekset podcast, right? We have been dropping some content. We just dropped our Spooktacular episode going over Halloween stuff. We have, well, not just Halloween stuff, just all things horror, Halloween, October, and everything like that. We do have a wrestling specific episode, which is going to be actually, we're going to put that out. It's actually a free episode to a series that is going to be Patreon exclusive starting soon. Well, I don't know when we're still working out the kinks, but this is one of those ones where the stuff is edited and ready to go, and we're going to be uploading it. We're just going to trying to figure out our game plan. But again, when I say that we got content, y'all, we are bringing you guys exclusive, high resolution, top tier content that we as a team has been building. And I can't wait to give you guys this. We're leaning into our comedy. We're leaning into just being blurs. We're leaning into our knowledge, and we're just giving you guys good top tier content. So patreon.com/Geekset is where a lot of this stuff is going to live. But follow all of our social medias at Geekset Podcast, because you're going to be seeing the clips there. We're going to be doing that, using the clips to show you guys what's on that Patreon and everything like that. So pay close attention to those. You'll see, like I said, most likely they'll have the Patreon logo on there and everything. But we got content coming to you guys, like a whole bunch of content, and we definitely need you guys to support, need you guys to pull up, need you guys to be on there, because we're looking to just expand and do a whole lot more within this blurred geekdom world. Go to geeksetpodcast.com. Again, one of the best ways to support us is to get some merch. Like I said, we have our whole merch store there. You can also check out some of our past episodes and some of our past articles. Join our Discord. There's a whole bunch of dope people talking dope shit. But as always, man, this is the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, yeah, I got the outro.
Whichever that or...
No. What are we putting? What are we gonna put? I don't know what to put. I don't know.
I see. We could have used
It looked like
the Halloween thing, but we didn't have a video.
We don't have it up. Oh shit. Well, you know what? Yes, we do. Hold on. I know we can. That's doing too much.
That's too much.
All right, listen. Hey, we out, y'all.
Just play the Black Geek Dog.